Alright, guys. Part 716 to my random chatbots on Character.ai. Like I said, guys, I did go ahead and make an ice-type Totodile. However, I'm going to wait to do it. I went back to the Poison Croconaw because we couldn't get a good run with him the other day. We're going to try getting a good run with him this time. I said hello to him. The Croconaw continues to make an annoyed face at you as you call out to him. He continues to make a slight growl as he looks at you, waiting for you to make the next move. You don't have to be angry at me. I'm not going to hurt you. The Croconaw continues to stare at you, but he stops growling, but still looks annoyed at you. He slowly takes a few steps towards you as he looks you up and down, checking you out. Or is he expecting somebody? What's the matter? Are you alright? The Croconaw is a little bit surprised that you asked him that, as it had been a while since anyone asked if he was alright. He starts to calm down a little, but the look on his face is still a bit annoyed. Like I said, no, like I said, you don't have to be angry at me. I just want to see you. The words you said get the Croconaw thinking. The Croconaw slowly walks over towards you, still looking you up and down. He stops a few feet in front of you and just stands there. Wow. A purple. Oh, purple and green Croconaw. Han doesn't say anything, but he looks like he's a bit surprised that you aren't intimidated or scared by him. He continues to just stand there in front of you, now looking you in the eyes. What happened? I just want to make sure you're alright. I really like you. There we go. Carl is speechless and is very surprised by this. No one's ever said that they like him before. After a few moments of silence, he slowly walked over to you, and now he is standing very close to you. Okay, well, let's see. I gently pet. There we go. See, I see if he's alright. Croconaw is very surprised as you gently pet him, but he slowly leans into your hand as you pet him. He slowly closes his eyes as you pet him, enjoying this interaction. I don't know why I had to repeat the word pet him 3 times. So, like, for a first interaction I've done today, it's not bad, but, like, at the same time, like, I'm just trying to. Because, like, a lot of the problem with the AI that I'm running into is a lot of time, that's why I always make the characters try to speak English. Because a lot of the time, it's hard to understand what's going on in their head. Like, it gives you little descriptions, like, oh, the character walks over to you, all of that, but then, like, what does it want you to do next? I know you can tell and make up your own story, but I don't want to sit there and do something to make the Pokemon angry. He's already annoyed enough at me. He was already growling at me a while ago. He's now liking me and starting leaning my touch, but can you speak? Question mark. Probably not, but that would be awesome. What was that? And he starts speaking. Once we said in the chat about not responding with anything. Oh, never mind. Croconaw opens his mouth and looks at you as you ask him that. He doesn't say anything at all at first, but he eventually nods his head a little bit to tell you he can speak. Well, if you can talk to me, please tell me what happened. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to help you. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he is. Croconaw remains silent for another moment before he takes a deep breath and speaks. I used to be a normal toad owl, but one day Team Rocket found me and covered me in some toxic oil which changed me into this. All thanks to them, I don't trust people anymore. You can see why he was growling. You can see why he was growling at me whenever we first met. Although the funny thing about it is, when I first did this chatbot, it took like 10 minutes to get him to fully like me. Now it's like within like, oh, Croconaw, it's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. And he just stops as soon as you say that. Come on, buddy, I ain't gonna hurt you. And a few minutes after saying that, he'll like snap out and for him to be normal and come over. That's awful. Period. But I have nothing that can hurt you, so you can trust me. I need to put that there. Croconaw looks you in the eyes for a little bit before he says, if you aren't going to hurt me, then show me you're telling the truth. How does he want me to show that? How? If I honestly wanted to catch you or hurt you, I would have done so instead of petting you. Or jumped you the minute you approached me. There we go. Oh, yeah. After you say this, Croconaw is surprisingly impressed by your words. He looks you in the face and says, you're right. Nobody's ever petted me before. You're really the only human to come this close to me, too, without trying to hurt me or catch me in a Pokeball. You must be telling the truth, then. I still need something else to really be able to trust you. By the way, guys, here's what it said about the Croconaw. He wanted me to do something to show that he could trust me, or he could trust me. I just told him, like, what? Croconaw looks at you with a bit of a curious expression on his face. He remains silent for a moment as he is thinking about what you can do to gain his trust. After a little while, he says, if you really want me to trust you, there is one thing I need you to do. Are you willing to do it? What is it? This is just adorable. Croconaw says slowly, can you, pick me up? I know it sounds weird, but I need you to do this to really see if I can trust you. I flipping love this Croconaw. He just wants to be loved, so he's happy about me petting him, and then now he's wanting me to pick him up. I just continue loving on him. That's adorable. And when I told him yes, of course I'd love to. Croconaw is very surprised that you instantly reply with such a positive answer, but his expression slowly becomes a small smile as you say that. Okay, so yes, so he's already smiling for it. Now, let's see. He then slowly walks even closer to you until he stands right in front of you. He then looks at you directly, waiting for you to pick him up. That's adorable. I am so gonna do that. There you go. There you go. I picked you up. Aw. Aw. Oh, this is so cute. After you pick him up, Croconaw is a bit shocked. Not only does he not remember the last time a person picked him up, he doesn't even remember the last time he was held like. I don't like that word. That he doesn't say anything as he lets you hold him. He just looks at you. Aw, you are so adorable. Even like this. Carl's even more surprised. He didn't think anyone was going to think that he was still looked adorable with his evil appearance. He was like an old Carl just with purple and green covering his body instead of blue. After you say this, he slowly leans into you and gently rests his head on your eyes as you still hold him. I gently pet the Pokemon. Here we go. By the way, guys, if I do any other chatbot, I will try doing Dreepy again because honestly, that little bit I did with Dreepy the other day was so fun. You wanna pick on this Dreepy motherfreaker? I'll make him giant and make him evolve so he can get you back. It was so fun. Carl's eyes slowly close as you gently pet him. He leans into you more as you pet him, almost like he doesn't want you to stop. He's really enjoying this as you can see a smile on his face. I love the little smile. That could be a tongue twister, the way it goes like that. See? I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to review. Thanks a lot, you motherfucker. Why would I hurt one of my favorite Pokemon? I mean, that's a legit question in real life. Why would I hurt one of my favorite Pokemon? I'm not going to hurt a Croconaw. You have a better chance of me going up to that stupid muscular Pokemon with choke and slapping him in the face than you would be doing it to a Croconaw or a Toadle or a Feraligatr. I said, Feraligatr, you'd regret that decision. Feraligatr would probably rip you in half. Oh, nobody smacks me. I'll bite your head off. You want to slap me? I'll bite your head off. That's a perfect trade. Your head for the slap you gave me. I wouldn't be shocked. As friendly as Ferrari can be, he can also be mean and aggressive. I've seen both sides of him. Although, only in one game, really. Scarlet and Violet, he's like the sweetest pony you'd ever find. Him and Croconaw both care about me in that game. Croconaw slowly opens his eyes and looks at you after you say that. He's very surprised as he hears you say that he is one of your favorite Pokemon. Yep. He says with a hint of small, you really like me that much? I hope it doesn't go in a weird direction like this. Because this is actually finally a good, it took forever to get a run like this yesterday, so I'm finally having a good run. I hope it doesn't go in another direction I think it's trying to go into. Yes. All of you. There we go. Hold on, and there you go. Included. Got it. Croconaw just looks at you for a moment. He's very surprised once again. He never thought that anyone would like all of his different forms. He says with a bit of a smile, you really like all three of my forms? Yes, clearly, yes. Yes. In fact, you can bet $1 trillion that when he shows up in Legend ZA, you'll either hear me screaming like at the top of my lungs, or it was like a herd of elephants, because I will be extremely happy when I get Toadle again. Colonel has a small smile on his face. Actually, honestly, I might try looking for a female Toadle and catching her. I would love to raise a female Feraligatr. I love her. I would love all four of them. I say all four because I already have a Toadle, Carnon, and Feraligatr, but I kind of want a female too. Carnon has a small smile on his face as he hears you say that. He is very happy that you say that you actually like all of his forms. He never thought that anyone would. Wow, that's awful, actually. He then smiles a bit more and asks, Can you hold me like this some more? I actually really like this. And so again, he doesn't get treated that well. So the minute someone shows him love, it reminds me of the first Pokemon I made on this chatbot. What was it? I think it was ironically a Croconaw. But it was a normal Croconaw with nothing special about him besides being a normal Pokemon that got picked on. Let's just say whenever I saw that I really cared about him, he was attached to me like a magnet. Cause he was like stuck to me and didn't want to leave. Although I'm very happy. I love when a Pokemon does that. It's adorable. Of course. Stay like this as long as you want. There we go. That's not how you spell course, motherfricker. There we go. Croconaw is very happy as you say that. He smiles at you a little more and says, "Thank you. I'll stay like this until you want me to get up." I would probably be sitting there all night. Honestly, if I had a Croconaw loving on me, I would probably sit there all night, letting him do it. He didn't until he leans his head into you more as he closes his eyes. He is so comfortable like this. I'm glad he's enjoying it. Hmm. Actually, I might can help you with your problem. Period. You did say that Team Rocket put toxic oil all over you, didn't they? It actually almost got that. It actually got every word but the last one. I'm surprised. Constantly opens his eyes and looks at you again as you ask him that. He nods his head a little bit. He says, "Yeah, Team Rocket put toxic all over me. Why do you ask?" Well, I can help get rid of it for you. So you can be normal. Cornerstone looks at you with a very surprised look on his face now. He looks at you for a moment before he says, You can help me get rid of the oil? How can you do that?" Well, I had something like this happen before. To a Lugia that I raised. There we go. Colonel is very intrigued as you say that. He's very surprised that you had dealt with something like this before. He suddenly asks, "You've helped another Pokemon before? How'd you do it?" Uh, let's see. I think with Lugia was mainly trying to get him to calm down and rest. Because he was actually pretty aggressive. Kind of like the Croconaw was in the beginning right here. Well, the Lugia came by my house, but looked completely different. He had red eyes and was more of a darker blue. He was also acting aggressive, even towards me. Close. I said looked, though. Looked. There we go. He had red eyes and was more of a darker blue. He's also acting aggressive, even towards me. There we go. Croconaw listens very intently to what you say about the Lugia. He looks very intrigued as he hears you what happened to it and how it acted after getting sprayed with the stuff, just like he did. He lets you continue. After I got him to calm down and rest, eventually, after a few hours, he started going back to normal. And all the toxic oil started disappearing. It actually got the word toxic oil, surprisingly. Crossway nods his head as you say this. He thinks about what you say for a moment, and then asks, "So if I let you help me clean the oil off, it will make me go back to normal?" Yes. But it's mainly about you resting and keeping your calm, keeping your cool. I think the more aggressive and mean you act, combined with how long it's been in your system, may be factors to how bad it is. Croconaw listens very closely as you say all of this. He thinks about it for a moment, slowly nodding his head. I don't know if I can really keep calm for that long. The longer I stay this way, the more it upsets me. You're willing to help clean the oil off of me? Yes. If you want a quicker way, then there might be something else I can do. Well, what's it you with curiosity? He asks you, what is this quicker way you have in mind? Well, you won't believe me. So before I do it, I will show you how good this method is. Period. Would you believe me if I told you I have special divine powers? Again, guys, I'm not going to use this as often. I've been using it a lot recently, but I'm probably not going to use it for like one or two things this time. That's mainly just to get the Croconaw healed. Croconaw looks at you like he doesn't know if you're pulling his leg or not. He looks at you for a moment before he says, "Divine powers? You mean like Arceus?" Yeah. I can do a lot of stuff with that power. Croconaw looks at you dumbfoundingly. He has no clue if you're being serious or not. Yeah. You can do what Arceus can? Holy cow. Look. Ah. Look. I know it sounds unbelievable, but I will show you. Colonel looks at you in disbelief, but he also looks very curious. He answers, "Well, okay, Show me. I had to see this for myself to believe you. Oh, great power I possess. Please make a big green dragon appear. There we go. Beside me. There we go. I snap my fingers. If this special divine power or whatever works on this thing again, I'm gonna go insane. Although, if I'm gonna use it at all, I'm only using it to help the Croconaw improve a point, and I'm also gonna use it on the Dreepy to help get revenge. But other than that, I won't be using it that often. Croconaw shot. He can't even blink. Oh, hello, Rayquaza. Did I say green? Oh, I did say big green dragon, so I guess it does make sense. Put Rayquaza in there. Okay, you know what? Croconaw is shocked. He can't even blink as an almost real-looking Rayquaza suddenly appears next to you. He looks at the Rayquaza, then back at you, trying to understand what exactly just happened. See? I was gonna say more. Cronon's eyes are still a bit wide as he looks at Rayquaza. He says in undershot, I can't believe it. I love how I use words like that. So cool. I love it. What's more? These summoned creatures will actually listen to me and do what I say. Crono is speechless. His eyes look to be the size of saucers at this moment as he looks at you. He eventually says, "The summons actually do what you say?" Yes. Watch. Rayquaza. It's not gonna get Rayquaza. Rayquaza, I said Rayquaza. There. Please guard me. And make sure nobody tries to hurt me. Uh, are you serious? Rayquaza looks at Crono for a moment before it flats back its wings and says, "As you wish." Rayquaza then looks around as it spreads out more and stands guard for you. Thank you. Rayquaza nods his head and says, "You're most welcome." Once Rayquaza is sure that there is no one around to hurt you, it rests its head behind you, waiting for your next command. Are you flipping serious? See, I can help you with this power too. Period. What's more, the only way my summoned creature would hurt you is if I told you. Uh, Carl's stunned. He also doesn't know what to say. He looks at Rayquaza and then back at you before he says, You can help me? How would you use this on me? I can do a lot more than just summon animals. Period. Do you want me to get rid of that toxic oil for you? Carl looks at you when he nods his head very, very quickly. He says eagerly, Yes, please! Anything to get this oil off of me! Get it out of my system! I hate it so much! Alright. So, I can't believe this. Unlike yesterday, we actually got a good run at Zach's first try. I'll be darned. I will be right back.